Here's everything I picked up this week. Starting with toys, I have the Marvel Legends comic book wave, comic accessory wave. I have Banshee, Adam Warlock, Daken Dark Wolverine, Ultimate Ironman. Ultimate Ironman is an update I've wanted for a while. The original Hasbro one, it kind of sucks. I have the Marvel Select one, but it's too big. Ultimate Ironman's first solo comic series, which is what the cover here is. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong. It wasn't canon to the Ultimate Universe. It was a TV show within the Ultimate Universe about Tony Stark or something. And that's why his costume is a little different. You can see on the back he has like circular eyes. So that's a fun fact for you. For Daken, I've seen people saying they don't like the big grinning head, and I disagree. This is perfectly in character with Daken. He's always given a shit-eating grin like that. He's got his sick tats, but when he is in the Dark Avengers, he didn't usually use that third claw, so that's why he has a two-clawed hand here. And I do wish we had a second two-clawed hand instead of this comic holding hand. I've always wondered about the practicality of Daken's third claw there, because Wolverines, they usually do a swipe like this, but Daken's other claw, correct me again if I'm wrong, but it's inverted, it's facing the other way, so how's he doing? Is it just for stabbing? I don't know. A classic Banshee was a long time coming. For a redo in Legends, that original one is famously one of the worst Marvel Legends of all time. And now I think we have Giant Size X-Men complete in Modern Legends. I would like a redo of Cyclops on the newer body instead of the Bucky Cat body, but what you gonna do? It'll happen eventually. This is probably Adam Warlock's most iconic costume, and I'm happy to have this. He looks cool, but I also wouldn't mind him in that, when he was wearing like booty shorts and a t-shirt look. I think that one's just funny looking and it stands out on the shelf. Really shows off his golden skin, and it's cool that we now have an Infinity Gauntlet for normal sized characters to wear. And Shaak. I do have the rest of this wave on pre-order with Rom and Miles Spider-Man. They just didn't get it in at GameStop. I'm a little worried. I hope they don't screw me on that. Shaak has got to be my favorite of the Jedi Council members. She's just pretty cool. In that Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars cartoon, when she was fighting all the manga guards and General Grievous trying to protect the Chancellor, that's just a really cool Star Wars short, I guess. And then fighting her as a boss in The Force Unleashed. That's Shaak's just, and then she explodes when she died? Why did she explode? I don't know. I don't remember. And her outfit in that, she looked cool. And she had a Dark Apprentice in that and everything. Where did that Dark Apprentice come from? I don't know. But Shaak's just the coolest of the Jedi Council members. I don't know what to tell you. Next, I definitely want them to make Yaddle. I don't see them making Yaddle anytime soon. And then I wouldn't mind that long neck guy. I don't know his name. Yeah, Shaak. They're doing good on the Jedi Council members with Luminara. And hopefully we continue getting more Jedi. And then I also have Sebulba and Luminara on pre-order as well. So hopefully those all come in soon. Then for comics, it was free comic book day this week. So I have a decent amount of free comics in this pile. Here's the Energon Universe free comic book day issue. G.I. Joe issue 6. Ultimate Spider-Man issue 16. Void Rivals number 18. Radiant Black 33. Snot Girl 20. DC's free comic book day all-in special. Godzilla vs. Spider-Man, Marvel's free comic book day, Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Universe special, Fantastic 2, issue 31, the Fantastic Four and Giant Size X-Men free comic book day special, the Phantom free comic book day. This one, I have heard a thing or two about this manga, and it looked like a cool cover, and it was free, so I was like, why not pick it up? And then Mega Man, and for back issues, I got part 3 of Batman Year 1. They had a sale on back issues, you see. And then just a few issues of Batman and Robin, just from those runs I'm working on completing. So I haven't read this yet, but Godzilla vs. the Fantastic Four had Godzilla getting powered up with the power cosmic by the Silver Surfer. Godzilla vs. the Hulk had him being powered up with Gamma from the Hulk, and it was a hulked out Godzilla. And then for this issue, they specifically have it be the symbiote Spider-Man fighting him, so you gotta see where that's going. They're gonna have symbiote Godzilla most likely, and that's just gonna be cool. Haven't read this yet either, but Radiant Black's fighting more of a monster. He's fighting like a Batwolf thingy here. And I like that because it expands the world. I know there's those other comics in the Massive Verse, but they only cross over once a year. and Radiant Black so far in his main series. He's only been fighting tech heroes and Radiant adjacent things. So this does a good job of building out his rogues gallery if it turns out to be a reoccurring guy. I did read Ultimate Spider-Man already, and my mind was thoroughly blown. I won't do any spoilers because I respect this book too much. This issue of G.I. Joe was neat because they did a good job of having it lead directly into the Free Comic Book Day issue. Of this Joe relaunch, Clutch has possibly been my favorite of the Joes. I just think he's fun and cool, so I'm happy. I thought it was neat that they dedicated the whole Free Comic Book Day issue to him. There was a marketplace listing, and it was all of these for $50, so I thought that's a pretty good deal. Some of them are a little beat up, but I want them to read, so that's all good as long as they're not missing pages. So this is all of Grant Morrison's Animal Man, 3 volumes here. A hole in my collection was Marvel's original Secret Wars. I'm glad to have that now. This one, I have a few of the stories in it already, but that's fine because it was all of this for $50. So a Deadpool Classic Volume 1. This is a bunch of different what if stories. I don't actually know what this collects. Let's see. This collects What If Avengers Disassembled, What If Spider-Man the Other, What If Wolverine Enemy of the States, What If X-Men Apocalypse, and What If X-Men Deadly Genesis. So these all probably came out between like 2005, 2010. AvX Consequences, Book 4 of Clone Saga, and Deadpool, Spider-Man. All their team-ups that happened before that ongoing series they shared. Of the stack of trades I got, the ones I was most interested in were the What If volume and AvX Consequences. I'm really trying to fill out my collection of this era of Marvel. With getting this Secret War, I now need to actually get on it and read the Jonathan Hickman Avengers and Secret War stuff. With this, I now have a majority of DC work that Grant Morrison has done, so that's cool. The only notable thing of his I need now is Doom Patrol, which I will get eventually. I was going to get the compendium of this, but the compendium's $60, and I got all these other ones for $50, including these, so it's just a good deal for me. So there's everything I picked up this week. Let me know what you're reading and what you want to see reviewed first.